I spent the last few months memorizing every D1 team in America, and today I'm going to be listing them all off memory. I get two resources, one being this map with a dot for every team, not only because the geography is really helpful, but also because the satisfaction of all these dots going green it's awesome, and I really like it. Simple as that. And the other thing is this list of conferences with a slot for every team. I won't really be using this until towards the end when, one, I forget someone, or two, I just have no clue what's going on geography-wise anymore, because there does come a point where I don't know much about most of the teams I'm listing as we get really, really obscure. I have been doing this for a long time. I have beaten this quiz before. Look, your best score is 358. This is not my first attempt today. I have 30 minutes to do it, but I don't think it'll take me all 30 minutes. So without further ado, we are just going to get started. So the first strategy I really use is I actually started in the Pacific Northwest and not the East Coast, mainly because there are a lot less teams west of the Mississippi, and because of that half of the country is super easy to fill out. Most of the states don't have that many teams individually, and a lot of these teams are fairly well known or fairly obvious, like, yeah, Oregon State. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. Now, there is one exception, California, which in my opinion is the hardest state, because there are plenty of other states like Virginia, New Jersey, New York that have a lot of teams, but the difference is that California has a lot of what I call duplicate teams, as in teams with very similar names but are completely different things. Alright, I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna make a distinction here. You see San Diego and San Diego are two different schools. And the reason I did them separately, if I just typed San Diego, it would count both. But I'm proving that I know it. It is as simple as that. I am not cheating. I always try and get California out of the way because it's on the very Pacific coast. I want to get out of the way early because that is absolutely the worst state of all time. Beyond that, most of the rest of the West Coast was pretty self-explanatory. Texas is another absolute doozy, but it's more of just names to remember, like Stephen F. Austin or Lamar Incarnate. At least the names are distinct, rather than California where 80% of them are the exact same as each other. Moving on, the Southeast is a lot of memorization. The good news is it's super rich with power programs in the ACC or SEC, so most of them are teams that even casuals would know. Now, there are of course the obscure ones like Jacksonville State in Jacksonville, Alabama, not Florida. And don't worry, Jacksonville also has a team in Florida, don't you worry. Now, moving up to the Midwest, this one is actually not as hard as you would think in my opinion, because Illinois, for example, has a lot of teams, but it's like Northern Illinois, Southern Illinois, Eastern Illinois, Western Illinois, Illinois State. You get my point. The other states, Ohio and Indiana, they are difficult, but nowhere near to the same degree as California. That's a whole lot of memorization. Like Ohio, for example, you need to know the Mid-American Conference because that's where half the teams are. And also teams like Youngstown State or Wright State follow the same formula as a lot of these MAC teams like Kent State or Toledo or Akron, where it's just named after cities or towns, or Miami, Ohio. Now, the two final challenges with this is, one, there are some obscure teams that, like I said in the beginning, I just don't know the geography for, and I kind of lump them all together in what I call the nosebleeds of college basketball: Marist, Rider, Siena, Lemoyne. And the other challenge is the Northeast Corridor. Look at the dots. This is not a fun part of the challenge. I can tell you that right now. Now, with all these challenges down, I was able to get to 360 out of 364 teams. I know the quiz says 362, but you'll see what I mean in a second. I can't even find the dots. Okay, well, one of them is Hawaii. I told myself I was not gonna forget them, and I still forgot that. Just them being over here is really annoying. Okay, well, there's one. That's pretty anticlimactic. All right, we need one more team. Who is this one team? I don't even know where they are. Oh my gosh, who is in the Missouri Valley? Oh, this is so painful. If I lose because of this one team, I'm gonna lose my mind. And we just acknowledge the fact that Evansville, Indiana has not one but two D1 teams. How does that even happen? Wait, I think I got it. Belmont? Yes, I did it! Oh, it only took me a long time. Oh, we did it. You see this though? 362 out of 362. That's not just a flex. As of recording this in 2025, there are actually 364. So you cannot tell me that I forgot about Mercyhurst or West Georgia. I didn't forget. I can name everybody, even the ones that aren't on this quiz. If you made it to this point, then thank you for watching me be an absolute nerd. I like to do stuff like this, more casual stuff from time to time. So if you enjoyed this video, then be sure to subscribe. I make more serious videos as well.